Cameron. How much have you seen and what do you make of it so far?
Good morning, Bev. Well, there's certainly a few revelations in this documentary series. We've heard from countless royal books, countless articles, exactly what went down when it was announced that Prince Harry was dating American actress Meghan Markle. But now, in this documentary, we're hearing it from Harry and Meghan themselves. And something they really emphasise is how their relationship changed following the fact that the media broke that they were in a relationship, and particularly talk about the intrusive behaviour, what they see as intrusive behaviour, of the press towards Meghan Markle. Now, the rules have changed really since Princess Diana died and she was hounded by paparazzi photographers in the final few years of her life. But Rafe, what do you make of Meghan's claims that she was hounded by photographers, the press, the fact that one of her neighbours in Toronto had was paid to install a CCTV camera to overlook her garden? What do you make of that level of press intrusion which she alleges?
Yes, well, I mean, your heart goes out to any woman who's going to basically be entering into that sort of a maelstrom. I think the criticism here actually could be placed with Prince Harry, because he knew full well what his mother went through. We remember very well when news first broke of Lady Diana Spencer being involved with Prince Charles, the media frenzy that surrounded her, and she looked very shocked and intimidated going to her car. You know, when Prince William first met Kate Middleton, of course, she had a very long time behind the scenes where she actually got to prepare for the role, and you would have thought Prince Harry actually might have briefed Meghan a bit more about that. And in fact, that comes across very much in this documentary, is how unaware she was of the British tabloid media. I mean, I don't know how anybody could be unaware of how intrusive the British tabloid media are, especially somebody who is media savvy as well, so one must also bear that in mind.
Yeah, something which Meghan refers to quite a lot actually, particularly in the second episode, is that she was constantly told by palace officials or Prince Harry that, don't worry, it will get better. It will get better once you're married. The media intrusion will stop. You'll be less criticised. I mean, from seeing it so far, it sounds like, from Meghan's perspective at least, nothing changed.
Well, from Meghan's truth. And let us say, if you watch this documentary on Netflix, you really will see, I think, one side of the story. There was overwhelming support for Meghan. There was such positive reception by the press, and it's almost as if she's ignoring the 99% of positivity that there was there, particularly in the print media, compared to a few stories online that were reported.
I think something which many people perhaps will find pretty lovely is the amount of new footage or photographs we see of Prince Harry and Meghan's young son, Archie, in California. And they speak about being parents, and Prince Harry says, what's most, and I quote, "What's most important to us is we don't repeat the same mistakes our parents made," referring to the then Prince Charles and Princess Diana's divorce.
Yes, and also the Markles too, as well, of course. And of course, he's absolutely right. You know, every parent wants to make sure that they don't make the same mistakes that their own parents made. However, I would say, you know, in the trailer and also in this documentary, he says that he wants to protect his family, and he references Diana's role also in doing that. Diana shielded her children. It's quite an odd way to protect your family, by putting your children front and centre in a 6-part Netflix documentary. We were told that they were escaping to America to have some privacy, but everything that they've done in the intervening years seems to run rather counter to that message.
One of the themes that has run through here so far is this idea of race, and for the first time we have seen the Duchess of Sussex's mother, Doria, speak on camera about her experience, and particularly the media headlines which Prince Harry perceives as racist. In fact, he says that the palace machine, as it were, or at least he alleges that the palace machine says that the experience that Meghan is going through was experienced by Kate, was experienced by Camilla, was experienced by Princess Diana. So Meghan should essentially just suck it up and get on with this, and it will all calm down eventually. Prince Harry didn't see it that way, though, did he?
No, Prince Harry hasn't seen it, but we know very well that Prince Harry and Meghan both are very keen on scouring the internet for stories about themselves. But if you actually look at the media at the time, it was 95% positive, and you just had to look at the crowds that lined the Long Walk, for example, at Windsor Castle following the marriage. There was no talk of race or racism at the time. It was simply about people wanting to support this woman, and I I think she went through exactly what Kate went through, exactly what all members of the royal family have to experience when they fall in love and get married. And I think we're having a rather Meghan-esque narrative being put upon us here, and including the fact that they've chosen people like Afua Hirsch to be one of the expert commentators, somebody who wants Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square to be removed because of his white supremacy, allegedly. David Olusogo is also the other commentator here on race matters, somebody who believes that the country is systemically racist. So I think we need to take a pinch of salt when we listen to a lot of this.
Of course,